Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to yet another edition of Icarus Plays Doom 2016. We're back in hell, baby. More specifically, we're in the Titan's realm, the site of the gigantic corpse of the felled Titan here. Apparently something that the Doomslayer himself brought down in days gone by. It's just a shame that we didn't get to do that ourselves, really. Maybe in the sequel. Maybe in Doom 2 Electric Boogaloo, whatever they're going to call it, we'll be able to bring down the Titan. Then again, that would require something like time travel. I have no idea. It would require shenanigans, basically. But without further ado, let's jump down the gullet of this thing, because I've heard that the Titan's remains have a bit of a cacodemon infestation, and only Dr. Doomslayer can sort it out. Let's rock. But yeah, I just love turret mode so much. It's just a shame that it's going to be quite a while before I get the mastery for this particular weapon, which drastically reduces the cooldown, because that's the one thing that hampers me a lot with this right now. You've got to be very precise with how long you're going to be firing the thing, otherwise you'll catch yourself out with a spinning barrel and no bullets dealing any damage coming out of the end of it. And we've got a cacodemon hanging around up top. You know what? I'm going to swap over to the Gauss cannon. Even though I'm not using siege mode, it'll still pack a punch. There we go. It's just a shame I can't jump high enough to do a glory kill on the son of a bitch. And that guy just didn't have the good graces to be stunned for a glory kill as well. It's very rude. It's very rude of these demons. The least they could do is allow me to rip them to shreds in the pursuit of a little bit of extra health. So, a few more Cacos. Seriously, there are a ton of Cacos to deal with on this stage. Freaking full-on infestation going on down here. Maybe that's why the Titan actually died. Maybe it was nothing to do with the actual Doomslayer. It just died from cacodemon complications. But anyway, we're going to go secret hunting. This is a little switch hidden under the bridge. Might have to avoid a bit of damage from this toxic little pit down here, which leads me to believe this is maybe some kind of stomach-like area. And we've got ourselves a little bit of armor, a little bit of an Argent token. Not an Argent token, a Praetor suit token. And this means, because we've got 3 of them, that we can fully upgrade power-up effectiveness. That gives us the power extender, increases the length of time that a power-up will remain active. Lovely jubbly. And what else? Yes, I do have access to Rich Get Richer, but I'm not using it right now. And you know why? Just to placate that one guy in the comments that keeps mentioning it. I don't really have enough armor most of the time to actually get the full effect of it. I've got to have 100 or above armor in order to enjoy unlimited ammunition, and that ain't happening very often for me, so I'm just going to stick with what I've got so far until that fabled condition is met. And we've got a few things to deal with here, all of which are very easily taken care of with exploding barrels, but we do have a Pinky. We're going to have to bait him. There we go. Shoot him in the ass a bit, and then glory kill will get some lovely, lovely extra health, even though we don't really need it. And who else have we got around the corner here? I think it's a few imps. The odd lost soul. There is a challenge associated with lost souls down here, and you know what? It's actually a real pain in the ass. It's called Trick Shot. Kill a lost soul with another lost soul. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea. I think you can only really do it by fluke or by accident, so there's a high chance I might actually miss out on that one in this playthrough. We've got to get a Death from Above glory kill on a Baron at some point, which is much more doable. And we've also got Dominator, which is kill 20 demons while using power-ups. That is something that we can do, but we've got to be very careful with how we do that, because there's 3 different sets of power-ups in this level, I'm sure. And to be honest, the last one is where you're going to rack up the most kills, because the last power-up is a Berserk power-up, whereas the first few one is, I believe, Haste, and the other one is a quad damage. So, yeah, we're going to try and get the vast majority of them using those first 2 power-ups in a bit, but until then, I'm going to try and add a few extra mastery achievements to this shotgun, because, damn it, if you get 2 for 1 with a shot on this thing, as you can see, it upgrades the weapon mastery, which will eventually allow you to fire off 2 shots from the super shotgun when it's complete, which is fantastic, but we're a long way off from that. And I think, yep, we've got a Mancubus to deal with. Nothing that a few high power rounds from the Gauss cannon could take care of. But you don't want to be forging ahead too quickly, because just around here is a weapon upgrade drone. And you can get yourself in a silly position where you've gone through to the next area, taken care of business, and found that the way back is barred. So you want to make sure you fully sweep an area before you go too far ahead. We're going to swap back to the turret mode mod, because it's just better in every way. I think we've also got a few more points we can spend. Might as well spend them on the Gatling rotator. All the other stuff, I think we're just waiting on the mod for the rocket launcher, but yeah. No big glaring omissions just yet. I've pretty much got all my favorites in effect. And you know what? I'm going to make a beeline for that haste power-up, because I just, quite frankly, hate dealing with cyber mancubuses. They're an absolute pain in the ass, and I just love turning them into Swiss cheese. Which I'm failing at, by the way, because I ran out of bullets. And that is obviously where the old chainsaw comes in. Lovely jubbly. Give me that ammo. Thank you very much. And we're going to swap back to something that can actually kill stuff without wasting fuel, because there are a lot of things to deal with here. It's actually quite hectic. Very easy to die if you're not keeping focus. In fact, it's something that I've done in a few of my warm-up playthroughs. I've just not been anticipating the order of enemies, and I've just found myself face to face with a Hell Knight ripping my arms off and generally beating me to death with the soggy end. It's not a good way to go, not a good way at all. But anyway, now that we've lost the power-up, we might as well just use one of the other mods. I always find that the micro-missiles aren't quite as effective as they could be. They just feel like they need ever so slightly more of a damage buff. And that could have turned into a very hairy situation, considering we were on low health there. But no, we're climbing back up. We're okay. The epic choral music here is bolstering us along. And we got a Pinky! Let's try and lure him into a wall. Oh god, I forgot they can leap. Come on. Come on. There we go. Shoot him in the ass. Shoot him in the ass until he glows. And I think there's one more. Yep. They tend to come in pairs, much like Hell Knights. Damn it! I keep shooting the wrong part of them. You know when you're shooting the wrong part because you have that weird shield effect. But yeah, when it comes to Pinkies, the ass is the weak spot, where most of other enemies, that the head is in fact the weak spot. So, any secrets that we need to pick up in here? Not really. We can just make a beeline for the old teleporter here. It'll take us straight into our next arena encounter. This is one that I'm really going to focus on, because there is a quad damage power-up, and we're going to need to use that in order to get even more towards our challenge total. Pretty sure I mangled a sentence there, but trust me, I know what I was saying. In my brain it made sense. But yeah, this is the damage buff I want. It's definitely taking care of those mancubuses with the micro-missiles here. It's, yeah, much more fun to use now. And how many have we got on the old counter? We got 12 on the Dominator counter. Maybe try and get that up to, hopefully, 14 or 15 by the time this power-up actually wears off. Oh, lovely. So we are up to 15. There goes the wear-off. And now I'm going to have to swap to something a little bit more effective so I can deal with these irritating enemies. Oh, jeez, what was that? Something vaguely explosive there. Oh, it was a Hell Knight. It's very hard to see them on those blood-slick floors. It's a consequence of me having the blinds open in my office as well. Daylight makes it very tricky to see in some of the more dim environments of Doom. But yeah. This is going fairly smoothly so far. I think the part where I usually trip up... Oh, cool. We got a rune upgrade. The part where I usually trip up is this, when we get the extra mancubuses. They just, yeah. Catch me off guard every now and again, despite the fact that they're big, fat, heavy, and slow. Right, so who else have we got? I think there's another cyber mancubus down below that we'll need to take care of. And that is definitely a job for the Gauss cannon. Where are you? One of you is around here somewhere, I know it. Is it just imps? Is it just imps all the way down? There he is! It's because they're so slow, they tend to waddle into awkward areas, and you kind of lose track of what you're meant to be taking care of. So now, we should be ready for an encounter with a Baron. If there's one of them around here somewhere. No, I think we've got a Cyber Mancubus. I can tell because of the green goop. And I'm definitely going to need some extra ammo, so yep. It's carving time. And do we have enough to take care of a Cyber Mancubus? I hope we do! Yeah! Fantastic. Just because I hate dealing with them, they're an absolute friggin' pain in the ass. Right. Baron! Where are you, Baron? I've got a nice surprise for you. You're just going to have to follow me all the way over to this jump pad so I can do it slightly more effectively. But I'm not going to rush this. I'm just going to wear him down with the old Gauss cannon. There we go. There's our opportunity. Oh, he wasn't stunned long enough, was he? Feck. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. No. We're going to have to save it for the second Baron. So maybe if we can get him on the lower ground. Oh boy. This is going very badly. This is not what I wanted to happen. Maybe if we can do him here, actually. Yeah. Fuck! This is the problem. When you're fucking around trying to get challenges, you tend to get sloppy. But yeah, we're going to have to go through the entire encounter again, which ain't fantastic. But now that I know precisely how involved this encounter is going to be, I think I can prioritize things a little bit more effectively. So we're going to do the usual stuff. Thankfully, as a consequence of the death, we still get to retain our progress with the mastery of a challenge here. So we can probably get this complete. So death isn't entirely a bad thing here. So as you can see, that challenge is now officially done. That is one less thing for me to worry about. And now I can just focus on getting all these things murderized before the Baron turns up. Shoot him in the ass. Lovely. Okay. I think I'm going to have to top up on my ammo not too long from now. Where's an imp? An imp's always a good shout. Oh no, he was already dead. Chainsaw time for you then. And now I can top up with a little bit more fuel. I wonder what happens if you take out a Baron with a chainsaw. I've not quite done that yet. And yes, I totally did waste a BFG round, but as you can see, I now have still 3 BFG rounds. So, I basically got a free shot out of that. I think I've got a rune that effectively means occasionally enemies will drop a BFG round, and that gamble worked in my favor. Lovely. Now we just have to deal with this big fat son of a bitch. Come on. Take it in the face. Come on, there we go. Lovely jubbly. We've got his cousins left. I think there's 2 of these lurching around. No, there's the other one. One more shot. Come on, there we go. And now, I'm just going to have to focus on keeping that health topped up, because I'm getting a little low. I think I'm going to need to glory kill a few things. Let's see if there's an imp or 2 floating around here. Where are they? There's one around the corner, I think. There's one. Let's get something a little less powerful. Lovely. And you can just suck it. Oh, there's the Baron. We're at that point already. So, we need to lure him down here. We need to avoid getting slapped in the face by the fucker. And we also need to avoid taking those blasts, because those are quite powerful. I think his buddy's going to turn up at some point as well. There he is. Okay, where's the friggin' launch pad? There it is. It's worn off. Right, we're going to have to play smart. We're going to have to get something bigger out. So, how about you take that? Hopefully I can lead them around the corner here. This is getting tricky. There we go. Job done. Now I can just focus on making that guy take a dirt nap. Sod it. Glory kill him as well. Phew. Wow. That was a little more involved than I anticipated. We unfortunately did suffer another death, but you know what? We got there eventually. But sadly, that is all the time I have for this particular episode. But I'll see you in the next one. We're going to forge our way through the rest of the Titan's realm. This has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.